Hi, I'm Sandi Genovese, and we're looking at how to glitter ornaments today. If you look here, you can see, you're going to be surprised. I mean, making a polka dot ornament like this is incredibly easy to do, and it looks so great. The glitter is just fun, and we're going to use glue dots as a way to do that. It is quick and easy and terrific. And then we're going to look at how you can use this is a little bit larger size ornament and a different color glitter to do a monogram. I think we're going to try to do the year 2014 on one today. Let's start with the polka dots. So I'm going to move this out of the way, and you can see that I have these medium-sized dots, and these are just glue dots. What's handy about them is they're in these little pieces of plastic with plastic on the top and the bottom, and the glue is wedged inside. So if I take my ornament, and I placed one down here. Notice that I still have the protection on the top. You're going to leave the protection on the top. So what you do is separate them so that this goes away. That was the protective backing. I'm going to position where I want this one to sit, and I'm going to push it down, leave the protection on there for now, go to the next one, do the same thing, pull off the backing, and add another dot. I'm going underneath the protection so that I can get these a little closer together. So you can see at this point I've just done 3. What I did for mine is I worked my way around the whole ornament. Now I'm using a plastic ornament that I got at Hobby Lobby. That way I can really push hard and I don't have to worry about anything breaking. But I'm pushing down. You're going to continue doing the dots all the way around, leaving the protection on the top. And you leave the protection on the top so that as you start glittering, you don't accidentally, with your hands, grab on to any of the exposed adhesive. I'm using these liners, these cupcake liners, because they're a handy way to hold and to catch most of the glitter. I'm going to go ahead and do with just these 3 just to give you the idea. But what you want to do first is all the dots. So as I said, I've just done 3. Once you have everything covered with the protective liner still on the top, then what you do is you just pick an area and you do one section at a time. So I'm going to just do these 3 that I've placed. I'm going to peel off the liner off of the 3 that are there. So now it's just exposed adhesive, and I'm going to take gold glitter. I'm going to do it over and catch most of it in the cupcake liner. See how my hands are here? This is why you want the rest of the dots to still have their protection on there. And I'm just going to cover and hit right on top of each one of these dots. I notice that I have a white paper underneath. No matter how careful you want to be, of course some is going to get on the edges. It's just the nature of glitter. And then I even go back with my finger and really pat to make sure that there's really good adhesive on those dots. At this point I can't tell even exactly where the dots are, but so that this doesn't tip over, I'm going to stop for a minute here and put the lid back on. And then what you want to do, and I'm going to do this, is you're going to tap off most of the extra, and with your finger you can get in there. The glue dot is going to hold its shape so that you have this really cool polka dot, and it allows you to go back with your finger and just lightly dust off the extra glitter. And when you've done this with the whole ornament, then you're going to just go outside and give it a good couple of blows in order to really get some nice cool dots, so that when you've done the whole entire thing, I'll bring this back and show you, you'll end up with this really cool glitter polka dot ornament. And when this is hanging on a tree with colored lights, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Now the next thing that I want to show you, I'm going to use a different color, so let me see if I can get rid of most of the gold glitter. This time what I'm using is these sheets of really aggressive adhesive, and it's self-adhesive both sides, and the pink just helps you see that this is the top. I die cut. This is the alphabet that I choose. This is the Tim Holtz wordplay alphabet, and this is what I use to cut out my initials, SG. You need to pick an alphabet that is either quite small And then you need to even be a little bit careful, and I'm going to show you why. I picked one that was difficult to give you my example. You can see that I've already fastened down here the 2, the 0, the 4, and I'm going to place the 1 right here. The 2 does not have any trapped areas. So if I peel the backing off a little bit at a time, I can get this to fasten fine. The 0 has one really large trapped area, and no matter how careful you are, because it's a rounded surface, as you work your way around, there's going to be a big buckle somewhere. So what I've done is with my scissors, I've just sliced right through in this spot, and it allows me to overlap that area so that I can still make that 0 work. The 4 has a trapped area, but it's all right because it's such a skinny spot that it's not buckling. If it was fatter, and then I placed this part down first, and then as I worked here was where my buckle wanted to be, but it's skinny enough that I can push on it and get it to work. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place the 1, the final number. So I'm going to peel the backing off. Ooh, and I shouldn't have done that. Normally what's easier to do is to just pull a little bit of the backing to begin with. I should do this right side up so I could really make sure that I'm sort of straight. Upside down for some reason, it shouldn't matter, but I can't really tell. Normally I would still have the backing and I'd pull a little bit at a time. That's the easier way. With the 1, I don't think it's going to matter. And I'm going to fasten it down, just like with the dots. Make sure that you have good adhesive. And then I'm going to pull all of the numbers off, and we'll use the red glitter. So in order to get it started, let me see how easily I can get the pink to come off. Pretty easy. So I'm going to pull off, and I'm going to go ahead and pull off all 4 of these. I mean, I suppose I could do 2 numbers and then 2 numbers, but it's not that big of an area that I think I'm going to be able to keep my hands out of the way. I say that now. Let's hope that I can. Let me get the 2 started. It's not, pulling the pink part off is not so difficult because it's so aggressive and it's stuck to the ornament underneath. And then I'm just trying to use tweezers so that my fingers aren't in the way so you can see what I'm doing. So there we go. And that gives you, and I'm going to go back and really kind of press on it. One little spot that overlaps. Okay, now I'm going to take, here's a tip. Have the lid already off of your glitter so that you can do it two-handed. Would be a little bit easier. I'm going to take the lid off the glitter, and once again I'm using a cupcake. And you know what? I'm going to, so that this white part doesn't drag, I am going to cut, I'm going to leave the clear plastic, and I'm just going to pull that part off so it doesn't drag into anything, any of the adhesive. You probably, I don't know if you can even see the adhesive at this point, but you will as soon as I start laying the glitter down. So I'll start with the 2. It'll be like magic. So I'm going to place this. So I'm covering the 2 nice and solid. Here I'm covering the 0. And working my way down, here's the 4. And you don't have to worry because you're going to be able to save all that extra glitter that's falling. We'll put it back in the container later. Go all the way down to the bottom of the 1. So, and then once again, just like I did with the dots, I'm going to press. It's hard for me to tell upside down where that 1 even is. I know it's in this vicinity somewhere. The same with the 2, it's somewhere in this vicinity, but that's good. That means that it has good coverage. So at this point, I'm going to try to just get most of it to fall back into my little container. And you do the same thing as we did with the gold. Because the adhesive will hold it in place, you can use your hand to just lightly get rid of the excess glitter until there's not very much extra left and you have the bulk of it. And you can see, I can see that I kind of missed a spot here, so I'm going to go back. I bet I had this turned this way. I'm going to go back and add more glitter on top of this one and get it there, because I didn't mean to, but I missed a spot. So now I have nice exposure on that one. So once you have most of the glitter rubbed off of the excess areas, then you're going to do the same thing. You would normally go outside to do this, and you're going to blow on it so that you can see that you're going to have a really cool date, or if you prefer, this one is a little more clean, you can see how great you can do a monogram. You know, whether you choose to glitter polka dots, monograms, or the year 2014 on your ornament, this can be your go-to gift for all your friends and family. Remember, I love hearing your comments. Be sure to share us with your scrapbooking friends. You can even like us with a thumbs up on Facebook. Don't forget to sign up for these free weekly videos. However, if you want access to hundreds of past episodes, or if you want to be able to print a project sheet, then you might want to consider joining the Gold Club. Bye for now.